been on my knees to break. And I hear the voice of an angel telling me not to lay it down. And I feel the spirit guiding, telling me not to give up. Hold on to every promise I've been praying for. Like I hold on to every
No! Oh. Well, good evening everyone, welcome back, and, oh, it's red. We are back with ZNTH League Season 2. Tonight, we're going to be streaming FEN1X versus Written in Blood. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. FEN1X currently, if I can see you, the table right now, it's actually FEN1X in the 4th place and Written in Blood in the 6th place. Written in Blood still yet to get to win, so tonight will be very important for them to get that win. FEN1X had a really amazing start so far against Fuha. They won 7-1, and tonight they want to build on that performance and further the lead in this table. So before I continue, let me obviously just notify everyone that the stream is live, because so far we don't have a lot of people watching, which is not good. But yeah, we have some really big community tournaments coming up in the next week, so it's going to be exciting stuff. So please wait for a moment while I just kind of like get everyone notified about the stream right now. Yeah, so my computer is not really kind of like it's slow, but we're there. Wow, I had really suffering. I hope the game is showing up. It is fine before, but for some reason it's not showing up. Yeah, that's good. The screen is up. I think everything will be set. Not really. Discord is very slow for some reason. Come on. Right. It's so slow for some reason. It's bloody song. Hello everyone watching. Hello Yori12. Hello the Deals for Real. Hello Matthew. Hello Biscuit. There we go. Both teams are ready. So we'll go for Canal. Everything is so, I don't know why. It's like my laptop is going to collapse, which is not good. I mean, look at the screen, it's frozen. Oh man, holy. Oh god. Well, come on. Seriously? What are you doing to me? So we have FEN1X with a single crop Vargan, played by Comedy FEN1X playing in the T22 medium. T62A will be played by TFSM. We have quadruple E5s by Antichrist, Kasha, respective FEN1X and player. Meanwhile, we have exactly compatible with double S for Lieutenant and Mastermind double Ice 5 alongside with Wolf, so that's a triple E5, and finally true positive in the Vickers Light alongside Varmillo. And we're still not in the game yet. For some reason, okay, now we're in the game. I missed a very, very slow computer for some reason today. True positive already, I mean the written in blood forces are already on C&D. And it's going to be written in blood getting cap lead there. Varmillo taking a... It's not a fire, it's just a glitch, I assume. But he has taken a lot of hits, which means FEN1X has a hit point pool advantage. They can't really make use of that to push against the written in blood forces. I have to check what application I have to close because it's very, very laggy for me. So we have most, or if not all, the FEN1X tanks with double ice. We're trying to push comedy. It's going to be 6 versus 3 here. My computer is really slow. I'm going to make a fix after this match. Wolf has dropped the reactive armor, but will it help any moment? No, it's not going to be. Wolf is going to go down, and Varmillo is very low. One more shot, and he's gone. TFS spam killed him off, and Mastermind is killed by respective FEN1X. But the Lieutenant is getting surrounded by FEN1X tanks. Look at the FEN1X focus fire here. It's actually pretty good, and it's a resounding victory so far for FEN1X. Ghost Atlee is trying to defend against Kasha, but I don't think it's going to be the case. It's going to be 2 tanks left for Written in Blood. That's a really, really quick game for FEN1X. Oh no, they're not going to... Well, it doesn't really matter if you focus fire here or not. Written in Blood got beaten resolutely by FEN1X. The first game goes to FEN1X. I think I'll try to see if it's going to help if I close the application. I believe I have too many applications in this. So if you could bear with me for a moment, I will hopefully it will be a lot better. Oh gosh. Oh, I can't even load the game now. Oof. Music. Oh yeah, music. Almost in the description, but look at the damage. Now I think it's going to be much better. FEN1X, 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Written in Blood, only 4 tanks. Well, none of them did more than 2k. I'm sorry for the wait, but I think we are now in the game, and I think it's now. It doesn't seem to be a quicker. Oh, my Python is freezing. I can't even update the score. What is going on? Oh man. I'm sorry guys, it's very slow. So my computer is super slow. Which means it's going to be 1-0 to FEN1X. It should be fine now. Now we have FEN1X back into IS4, single IS4 by Kasha, double Crown Vaga by respective FEN1X and player. FEN1X account in the 2-8, Comedy E5, double Vickers Light by Antichrist and TFSM. Meanwhile, we have Written in Blood with double IS4 by Ghost Atlee and Incompatible, Lieutenant in the triple E5, as well as Mastermind and Wolf. We have True Positive in the Vickers Light alongside Varmillo. Once again, actually this time it's going to be FEN1X getting the cap lead, and we missed the first few moments of the game. I don't know what's going on. Look at the pain numbers on the bottom left hand corner. It's like over 200 for some reason, and the frames per second is not really doing. I don't know what's going on today. It just doesn't seem to be a good day for streaming, unfortunately. The frames per second is so low. Written in Blood is actually defending for some unknown reasons, but they actually need to make a move because they don't have the cap points. And if they don't make a move, it's going to be a bad problem. I will need to crawl my way to get my iPad there. If you don't mind, I will do it now. Just bear with me for a moment because it's going to be defending games. So sorry about that. We'll wait Just wait for me for a few seconds. Right, I'm back already. Respected. Took some hits there, which is not good. Oof. And it seems like not a lot is still happening going on. It's just stalemate game, but Written in Blood with more hit points, that would give them some bargaining power, and they would be able to push it more easily. But I suppose they don't know really much about that, so they still have to proceed with caution. But we must push very resolutely. Oh, true positive because and hits there. In the Vickers Light, you don't want to take hits in the Vickers Light because it doesn't have a lot of hit points, and it's the main tank for rotation. But I mean, Lieutenant is taking a lot of hits there, and Written in Blood, although they might have the hit point pool for a few moments, it's not going to be the case now. But Comedy, I'm not really sure why he goes forward, but Lieutenant is down, which wasn't really a big misplay in the end. Wolf is now getting pincered by these 3 Phoenix tanks, and it won't be long. Meanwhile, Written in Blood didn't really do something to kind of do a counter push, and Written in Blood, they lost Wolf as well, but they have 3 caps. Caps are still taken in favor of Phoenix, but not the hit points. Hit points are in so favor of Phoenix. Ghost Atlee's down, and Comedy's down to a 1-shot. Mastermind is now getting pincered by these 2 tanks. Meanwhile, on the other side, Phoenix is trying to get C, and Comedy is also taken out by Incompatible. Meanwhile, we have these double Vickers Lights by Phoenix trying to shut down the double Vickers Light as well. True Positive is down. Phoenix, they really need to make sure they can kill all the tanks. They killed off Incompatible, and that's really good, but they still don't have the caps. They only have 1 cap, but Written in Blood has 3 caps. But I don't think that's going to be a problem now, because Mastermind is 2-shot, and he's going to go down. The second game goes to Phoenix. Come on. Right, so what we have here. Let's look at the damage and so on. We have Phoenix with 5 tanks once again doing more than 2k. Look at the damage spread there, it's pretty equal, and 6 kills are involved with these 5 tanks. Meanwhile, Written in Blood with only Mastermind doing more than 2k, but this time they play slightly better. It's just really only the final third which they collapsed totally, but they did something to take the hit points away from Phoenix. But once again, this time they are not very decisive in that rush. That allowed Phoenix to kind of chip away some of the hit points of Written in Blood. That was very important for Phoenix. And, well, we're now onto Naval Frontier. My computer is now working much better, so I can now read the chat. Hello Spicy, hello Biscuit. It should be doing much better because I have like Acrobat with a lot of documents on, and also the Photoshop on, so I think that actually consumes a lot of the GPU. Now I switched that off. I hope this is going to be much better. Now, we'll see Phoenix with Comedy in the eyes for Triple Crown bargains by player TFSM and Phoenix, cashing the double E5s as well as respect to Phoenix. Vickers Light will be played by Antichrist. Once again, we are late into the game, but this is much better. We are not late for a fair few seconds. Written in Blood, all the north side are going with Ghost Atlee in the eyes for onside Incompatible. Joku in the Crown bargain onside True Positive. I mean, Vibilo in the Vickers Light, spotting up nothing at the moment. Stranger in E5 alongside Mastermind, and ooh, it's Vibilo able to spot those Crown Vargas with heavy tanks at that plateau. Once again, it's just lagging profusely. The frames per second is not really good. I can't really restart a computer. I'm afraid I will close the stream and I have to start a new stream, which is not good. Ghost Atlas trying to capture C, but you have to remember what happened yesterday with Written in Blood. One of the IS4 was trying to capture C, and TXC just kind of pincered those IS4s in the end, and that gave Written in Blood a lot of trouble to deal with. But Comedy this time is going to stop a cap lead. It's going to stop a cap from being captured by Written in Blood. They managed to reset the caps by penetrating into Ghost Atlee, and he's actually penetrated even more. Hit point still in favor of FEN1X. Once again, FEN1X with a hit point pool lead, and how are they going to work with that advantage? Right. Ooh. Antichrist taking a really big hit, but it doesn't seem like that is the case for Vibilo, but we are seeing some action happening going on for Comedy as well. FEN1X trying to capture A, but will Stranger be able to make a reset onto A? And that was a good shot into Vibilo by Antichrist. Stranger isn't able to reset A, which is not good indeed. But it doesn't matter because Written in Blood has got the C cap. Even if they lost A cap, still fine. I mean, that's not a priority at this moment. Antichrist now down to a one shot, however, which is not a good news at all. It's still a 7 vs 7. Those double Vickers Lights of both teams, are very low in health. And Vibilo has slightly more health, but it's going to be hard for both of these Vickers Lights to do anything to kind of get the information for the team. So it could be more of a gambly push right now. And Joku is up on top. Maybe he can put some shots in. But now FEN1X trying their best to capture C though. But we are seeing some movement from Written in Blood. If we head up high again, it's not really the case though. The IS4 is just hesitating a bit at the back. I really don't know why, but it could have been a really good opportunity to pincer those FEN1X tanks. But maybe because there is a FEN1X full hit point Crown Vargas at the back, so the IS4 hesitating, which I totally understand. But FEN1X are doing their absolute best in chipping away the hit points of Written in Blood. And Written in Blood, if they don't start doing something right now, FEN1X will bleed them to death, and that won't be a good thing. This is what FEN1X trying to do at the moment: bleed as much as possible, and prohibit Written in Blood from making any moves. And FEN1X are doing it really nicely. Antichrist down to one shot. Respect to FEN1X is leading the charge. He is full health, and these double IS4s will be no more. He's taking a really big hit there. Ghost Atlee is going to be the focus for FEN1X, and he's down. Incompatible is next, who's going to take him down though. There is some miscommunication going on with Focus Fire. Is it the best for FEN1X? Would it actually be a breathing space for Written in Blood? Now the hit points are much closer. The hit point deficit that is drawn by FEN1X bleeding is now reduced by a substantial amount. Now play is dead. It's going to be 4 vs 4. It's much closer. FEN1X might be punished on the lack of focus fire here, actually. And Stranger is very healthy. Antichrist is very low, and I think this could actually go for a Written in Blood. FEN1X, the focus fire was a little bit off. It could just be FEN1X being a little bit too overconfident here, because they at one point have like around 3 hit point advantage, and Written in Blood. Oh, Vibilo, that was an important kill. He's killed by TFSM, and now Joku has all the clips in his as everything though. Instead of bounce, it's a low roll into Joku. It's now 2 vs 3. And Antichrist kills off Joku. This is actually very tense indeed. TFSM is trying to run away. He has the speed boost, but Stranger might be able to come around from the back and kill him off. Oh, it's a bounce and there's a track. TFSM, he puts a good shell into Stranger. And Stranger, he cannot bounce that shell. If he bounces that shell, no, he's not able to put that shell in. What? Oh, whoa, wow. You can't call it yet. FEN1X at this point would just try to play with caps. There is nothing else they could do. Stranger is a one-shot. TFSM is really down to who has a better 1 versus 1 thing here. Well, B is now getting captured as well. Well, this is very close. Antichrist is also very low, but 2 positive is very healthy though. He might be able to come around and kill off the FSM, and which he does, which means now Written in Blood will be up on the cap points as well. This is looking really good for FEN1X here. Their lack of focus fire really is a huge issue here. Now Antichrist, I think his main priority is not to kill get A, but Stranger is in a good position and he is killed that game. The 3rd game will go to Written in Blood. Oh my goodness me. Oof, well, very interesting game. Stranger, man of the match, obviously. Doing more than 4k and killing 2 tanks. Obviously, the introduction of Stranger definitely boosted the chances of Written in Blood winning. But that is not to say that FEN1X, the focus fire in the mid stages, it's just a little, I don't know if it's because... I don't think it's because they didn't call at that time. Maybe it's just overconfidence. I'm really hoping that's just overconfidence, because the lack of focus fire there really cost them the game, and Written in Blood punished them very hard for that. It was a good game for both teams, and we're back on Naval Frontier. Yep. Let me just reconnect my Wi-Fi. It's just bad. Oh, we're late again. Wow. What is going on? What is going on? I'm just booted out of that room and okay, everyone is not playing right now, so that's good. That's really good. There we go. We're back. Yeah, that would be good. So far, FEN1X 2-1 against Written in Blood. Written in Blood, the introduction of Stranger definitely changed the fortunes of Written in Blood. Will that continue for this round? FEN1X, they need not to be complacent. They had really good first 2 wins. That game, last game, they did also really well for most of the games, but it didn't happen in the end. Once again, we are so late into the game. FEN1X are on this north spawn, they're going mostly to B and C. Oh. And Kasha might be able to spot some tanks crossing into A though. True Positive is not spotted yet. Incompatible is spotted. Written in Blood on north side, going mostly to A and B. And I think once again, this is going to be Written in Blood getting the cap. True Positive not hitting anything. Kasha dodges that shot. I mean, that's a fine fire sound, so you can't aim at that. But it was a really close call, to be honest with you. And now Ghost Atlee and Mastermind is spotted. This is going to be Written in Blood with the cap lead. Comedy is just going very aggressive here. Looking at the ping and the frames per second, just really don't know what's going on tonight. It was like that for some reason, and we're going to head back up. It's just really laggy for some reason. Just I don't know what's going. I have already the Photoshop and Acrobat closed, so it should not be eating anything. I will see what applications I could close next, but so far, Written in Blood are going to be passive because they have cap lead. Will Phoenix be able to find a weakness in Written in Blood's team? Oh, but Antichrist is able to get into Bravo without any trouble at all. Oh, the lags. It's really bad. B is now getting captured, which is good. Oh, Stranger lands a shell into Antichrist, but that could only be a consolation prize because now Phoenix will have the cap lead, but Antichrist took a lot of hit trying to get off B. Oh, he is killed by True Positive. Oh, they lost Vegas. Like, that is going to put a huge down, which means Phoenix does not have a light tank, but I mean, so does Written in Blood, so that evens things out. But it's going to be 6-7. Still Phoenix with the hit point pool lead, and they need to not drop any unnecessary hit points. Now we're going to see double ice falls from Written in Blood going into B. Now I don't think anyone will be able to reset that. Comedy needs to go in to get some reset shots. He's now closing in, but we are seeing some pushes happening going on. The Stranger is pushing on to Phoenix. I think this is what Written in Blood is going for. Phoenix is going to go down Reese Ghost at least down, which is an important kill. Meanwhile, Phoenix trying to pincer incompatible with. It's going to be whoever is more effective in killing the tanks. It seems to be the case that Phoenix is more effective and more consolidated. Incompatible is isolated. And they absolutely cannot let go of the focus fire this time. Respected is really healthy, so he should go first. And he should tie it down Vermelo. And will he put a good shot? He put a good shell into Vermelo. Kasha and Comedy are trying to go in. Kasha is really low, so it's just a bit of a waiting game. They still have the caps, so they don't need to do much. One kill would be a bonus for Phoenix, but even if they don't, it's still fine. They absolutely need to make sure they don't lose any tanks. That's kind of a crucial point here. However, Respect to Phoenix is now dead. If Phoenix doesn't start to kill off tanks here, they might have a problem. Mastermind is now down to a one-shot to grab Vargan. Common D kills off Mastermind, which gives Phoenix the third win here. Great. M is now contacting the room host, which is Comedy, about the issue with spectators. So everything should be settled right now. There we go. We have Phoenix with 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Written in Blood with 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Stranger once again doing the most damage. But this time Phoenix did much better. But I think the reason why they did much better is because they're able to conserve as many hit points as they could. And Written in Blood, their counter push is a little bit loose. That is also to say, Written in Blood is really good with their initial strats. It's just really their final third, which they haven't got right yet. And that could also be due to them not practicing a lot previously. And, well, no, let's not talk about that. Let's actually say that Phoenix trains more than Written in Blood, to put it in this way. And that's why you're seeing Phoenix being the better team so far tonight. But Written in Blood, I think their performance is better than yesterday. But they still need they still need to up a notch in order to kind of best against Phoenix. But that win against Phoenix in the second last game was pretty great indeed. Although they won that game by punishing Phoenix lack of focus fire. So it's 3-1 to Phoenix. If I close this as well, which will be good. That will be good. Don't tell me the Windows photos is taking a lot of RAM or GPU. Oh, Biscuit saying that the top 6 clans on the EU server is stable and rest of the clans from top 16 are there by accident. I don't know which top 6 you're talking about. because it's either top 5 or top 7 for me. And now Legion, I'm not sure if they. I mean, I believe there will be a team something like Evil Cat going on, but if that's not the case, we are saying top 4 or top 6. Well, I mean, that's way down top 6, yeah. But you know what I mean. Now double 50B is a sports suit, trying to punish FEN1X, trying to go for C. FEN1X on the north side, they're taking player at E100, double IS4 by respected FEN1X, TFSM by Kramwagen, Kasha in the E3, Comedy E5, Antichrist in the Vegas like true positive. Going very aggressively. I am not sure why that's a call, because he took a lot of damage doing so. And he's not putting out any damage at all. Goes Atlee is the next tank. I'm not sure if it's a huge misplay by the double 50Bs, because it looks really like a huge misplay. And Goes Atlee is down. Goes positive. True positive is going to be it's going to be the next probably, but they're going for incompatible. That's good focus fire for FEN1X. But the FEN1X account Grisez is down. And incompatible is down, true positive is down. It's going to be a 6 versus 4 here. The focus fire from FEN1X this time is much better. Ever since those 3 tanks died, it is left with 4 really healthy tanks, and double mouse are alive, which can say something here. Mastermind is now killed, and FEN1X are really looking to seal the 4th victory here tonight, and they will grab at least 1 point. And Written in Blood would need to do absolute amazingly to pull this back. Stranger is getting hit by Antichrist, but I know Antichrist is not going for that. He's now going for Vermillo. Oh, it's a bounce onto Vermillo, but I mean, TFSM is trying to go to put some really big shell. That's a good 80 shell into Vermillo. Is he going to kill him off? Yes, that's going to be the case. Meanwhile, we have the E3 getting stuck a bit. He is a one-shotter. But he's getting out safely. Meanwhile, Stranger is trying to land a shot. Oh, he couldn't land a shot into Kasha before he dies, which leaves Joku as the last man standing. And he's down to 1 shot now. And Kasha, bounces onto Joku. Joku is not long for this world, and he's gone. Antichrist kills him off, and that's a 4th victory to FEN1X. Looking at the damage though, this time FEN1X 6 tanks do more than 2k. However, unfortunately FEN1X account Grisez is the focus for Written in Blood at the start. Couldn't do much about that, only put out 1 shot, but killing 1 tank, which is an important one. Written in Blood, I'm not sure the double 50Bs what they're thinking at the moment, because obviously I will call it as a misplay. For no absolute reason, they should be the first ones to make a push. It should be left to those mouses or the E5s, I might say, not the 50Bs. The 50Bs have really poor armor profile, and it's now going to be at least 1 point for FEN1X. If I update the scores, they are ready so quickly. For some reason. Player now back in the E100. Kasha in the IS4 alongside respect to FEN1X. TFSM in the Kramwagen alongside FEN1X account Grisez. Comedy in the E5. Antichrist in the Vegas Light. On the other hand, we have Written in Blood on the north side with true positive in the 50B alongside Ghost Atlee. Hopefully they will perform much better. Vermillo getting out of A and getting back again. I don't know. Joku the mouse alongside Stranger, incompatible in the E5 alongside Mastermind, Vermillo in the Vegas Light. Mastermind is just going to push straight on into Antichrist, and he misses. Vermillo puts a good shell, but he's able to get out of it relatively safe, but maybe not the case. Oh, true positive misses onto Antichrist. Oh, but Vermillo puts another good shell. Oh, he gets hit another as well by Mastermind. Antichrist is a lot of hits. Oh, FEN1X account. Oh my god, he's blocking the escape routes of Antichrist. He must be livid for that to happen in the first place. What is he doing there? Must be. I think that's just an accident. You can't and they are focusing the mouse. Okay, GV, hello. TFSM is going to put a shell into Stranger. Respected finishes off Stranger, and for some reason, FEN1X is focusing the mouse. Oh, it's a really huge player. It's a true positive, and he's down. Joku is now down to 488, and I don't think it's going to, I don't know, it's still very close. Player is really, really low. And Joku is dead, and it's going to be 7 versus 4 at this point. This does really look like 3 points all in the back for FEN1X right now. Ghost Atlee is it's kind of getting blocked by Comedy. Vamil is trying to go from behind, put a shell into Comedy, but I think it's all over for Written in Blood at this point. 3 points to FEN1X if nothing spectacular happens. Vamil is killed by Antichrist. Oh, it's a bounce from Comedy onto Mastermind. Oh, Kasha couldn't put a shell into Ghost Atlee. They cannot bounce some really. Oh, I mean, you can't blame them for that, actually. They are some difficult shots, to be honest with you. So, respect to FEN1X going to chase down Ghost Atlee, and he's not going to be anymore. He's dead, and the last man saying is going to be incompatible, dropping the reactive armor, and he's tracked. TFSM going to kill him. No, it's going to be Kasha killing him off. There we go. Oh, FEN1X once again 6 tanks to more than 2k. They look really, really strong. Certainly they look like contenders for the top 4. Favorites for taking in the top 4. Written in Blood, they are still fighting their way into the game still. Ghost Atlee doing more than 3k. Unfortunately, the mouse has got focused. Even if the mouse has got focused, they were unable to make use of the extra time to pincer and isolate the tanks of FEN1X down. And really, Kranwagen, the FEN1X account Grisez, blocking the way of Antichrist could have cost them the game, but Antichrist is able to kill 2 tanks doing more than 1k of doing 1.6k damage. Isn't the end of the world surely for him, but that could have been extremely costly. Ooh. And now FEN1X taking home all the 3 points. It's really down to now. I think we might see FEN1X doing some really, really crazy strategy. And Written in Blood, they probably need to try something out as well to kind of get it back. But 2 more games to go. Games happen so quickly. Right, we're now on my ruins. Right, there we go. Let's head up high. FEN1X on the south spawn and Written in Blood on the north spawn. FEN1X are going to take FEN1X account in the Kranwagen. STB1 will be taken by Kasha. Very interesting choice here. And TFSM in the 140. And we have quadruple E5s by Antichrist, Comedy, Respected, and Player. Written in Blood committing mostly into A. They're going to take double E100s by Ghost Atlee and True Positive. Double IS4 by Incompatible and Mastermind. Double Mouse by Joku and Stranger Vamil back in the biggest light. FEN1X will be getting the account lead this time. So, and both teams are not meeting with one another. B is vacated. But Written in Blood are closer to that. But FEN1X account Grisez is looking at that. So if anyone's going for B, for Written in Blood side, Grisez was going to get some good information there. Stranger is now spotted in the mouse. FEN1X at this point just need to defend and make sure Written in Blood is going for B. And I think this is going to be the case for Written in Blood. They will go for B. And they are well supported about that, and it's going to be FEN1X going to be the one making the counter push. Now, I don't see that FEN1X could reset B at this point. Not even the Antichrist and Grisez are doing anything. This is an interesting play for FEN1X here. I don't know what they have in their mind, but Written in Blood can now sit back and defend it. They have the right tanks to defend. They have a lot of mouse, a lot of E100s. They have lots of armor. Oh, Stranger. Oh, getting a little bit careless there. TFSM putting some shots here. Not the best angling. Maybe. He needs to be a little bit more careful not to drop unnecessary hit points there. Because that mouse is going to be extremely important for Return of Blood to stop FEN1X from getting a push from either side. It's still stalemate game for both. FEN1X need to figure out a way, but the TFSM is really taking a lot of hits, I believe, from Stranger as well. FEN1X are not going to make a counter push, and I think they're trying to make this because TFSM take a lot of hit. They think that Return of Blood, they have most of their forces back in their spawn, but Return of Blood, the forces are equally spread out. Good thing is, FEN1X, they might be able to kind of to isolate the tanks relatively easily, but on the other hand, everything's watched, so Return of Blood can just respawn immediately if they know the information. FEN1X still rushing from behind. Yeah, 5 tanks from behind, but they don't have a lot of time. Return of Blood now over 800 cap points. If they don't anything right now, will it be too little too late? 850, time is ticking. At least they need a tank down and make sure they don't lose tank, because Crown Varg and FEN1X and Grizzes and TFSM are pretty low. Comedy is pushing very aggressively, getting some good cross shots into True Positive. And if you can see it from here, Respected. Oh, it's a bounce on the True Positive. That's not good. Now True Positive is dead. They're trying to get A, which is a good call. But they will lose Respected FEN1X very soon. A is now getting reset. Respected FEN1X is now down. And Return of Blood will get the caps. This time 1000. I think FEN1X got the right idea in the rotation, but maybe perhaps if they did it slightly more quickly, then it could have worked. And Vermillo is really crucial in resetting A. That was a good play from Return of Blood. But FEN1X, they should not throw away how they rotate there, because it was a good rotation nonetheless. It's just done a little bit too late. If you look at the damage here, Return of Blood, they won with 2x on donuts, and that would be really good for their egg fried rice. FEN1X, pretty equal spread of damage. They lost respect to FEN1X, which they have to at one point. They've done well in getting the hit points back into their favor, but it's really the timing which is a little bit too late. Good rotation, good idea. If they do it more quickly, then it could work. On to the final game. Well, happening so quickly. FEN1X got all 3 points, and they will hopefully get the next match as well. Now we are late again, but we didn't miss much. It's going to be double Crown Vargans by TFSM and FEN1X count Grizzes. Kasha and the STB1 Antichrist, the quadruple E5 spy, as well as comedy respected player. Meanwhile, Kasha is now getting spotted by Vermillo. It's now trying to capture C again, and Vermillo is running away, so he can capture C relatively safely. FEN1X doing a spawn baiting strategy. This means they're looking at A, but will they have enough? They have enough view range, I believe, onto A, but I mean, Return of Blood can just capture behind this rock, but they are not doing that as well. They are going for B instead, and this is going to be captured by B. Are they able to get reset A though? Vermillo has taken the hit, but as I said, they can capture behind this rock, and you can see no one can shoot Vermillo from FEN1X side, so Return of Blood will get both A and B. True Positive dropping some unnecessary hit points there. Joku is crossing, and I believe Return of Blood's trying to make a push, but it's somewhat half-hearted. And especially when you have so many FEN1X forces defending their spawn, it's possibly not a good idea. And Kasha, that being the STB1, he's in the medium, he might want to kind of rotate and flank, but you can meet Varmilo at the same time as well. Both tanks don't boast a lot of DPM. Oh, comedy. Oh, there's going to be a big push coming in. They're going for the double ice force. This is Rain versus Premo, or Rain versus Void over again, where those double ice force got so aggressive, and Rain's force just pins those double ice force. Oh, hello, Chipotle, Chipotle, and also what's the other guy? I forgot. The double ice force are getting heavily pincered. Compatible is down, but hit points are still in favor of Written in Blood. That is not to say it's not over for Written in Blood yet. They still have the tanks there, and they still have a lot of hit points, but now Phoenix have gotten the hit point. Well, not really. It's still really neck and neck. It's just swinging back and forth. But B's not getting captured by Phoenix. They need to kill off True Positive. It's going to be the focus fire. They need to focus fire, and Stranger's going to put a shell into TFSM. True Positive is killed. It's going to be 6 versus 3 and goes to Atlee. It's really low. I didn't see that push coming into the middle, but that's really strong push there. Comedy's down, and they still not getting B. They need to get but I don't think it's going to be important because now there is only one tank left, and that's Joku. Sad Joku, and Phoenix going to win the last game, 6-2 for Phoenix, and that was a resounding victory for Phoenix. And Antichrist dropping the reactive armor, and is he going to ram into the mouse, taking 242 damage, giving some free damage to Joku, but that's going to be a consolation prize for Joku. Puts a good shell into Antichrist, but Joku is no more, and he's killed, and this game goes to Phoenix. Without really quick. So Phoenix 6-2 against Written in Blood. That would shoot them up high onto the table. I think that would shoot them to the first of the table. What a good win by Phoenix. Really good push down the middle, and the double ice force just reminds me of that the double ice force by Oh, I don't know how to assign a board on Twitch. Sorry, Stinge. Written in Blood. I think they just got outplayed. Don't get me wrong. Written in Blood didn't do poorly here. Varmilo is really hard working as a Vickers Light. Don't let it get away from Written in Blood. They can really work around with Varmilo. He's really good in that light time, getting the information up as much as possible. I think it's just sometimes the super heavies, they probably want to try more with using their armor more effectively. It seems to be the case, and probably the order of rushing, if I were to nitpick here. But Phoenix, apart from that first game, lost because of the lack of focus fire, and the second game because the rotation happened slightly later. They played really well tonight, not gonna lie. That last game was just beautiful to watch. Respect to Phoenix doing more than 4k, and you have top 3 tanks killing 5 tanks in total. Kasha doing more than 3k, as well as Antichrist. It's just really good stuff from Phoenix. I really like that. And that means it's going to be over. And let's actually head into the lounge. Look at the results here. Phoenix will now be at top of the table with 6 points, 2 wins, and they have better game difference than Kraken Esports. I will see and head over to Fujit's stream and see his results there, but I think I will end the stream very soon. Not a lot of people watching, unfortunately. Hopefully that's going to be better on the 13th, which I'm going to be streaming as well. Right. But otherwise, I will leave you for now. and thanks for all watching. Thanks to all for watching here. Let me see Fujit's Blitz stream. The viewership of him. No, the viewership, the result of Reckoner Esports at the moment. Yeah, obviously he has like thrice the viewers as I do. No, a lot more viewers than I mean. Right, it's yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm going to end it right now. I'm going to update it on my server. If you haven't, there is a link. No, there's a link there on the bottom left hand corner. Join that Discord server. I'll update you the latest for the table, and I'll see you later. Goodbye for now.